Okay. Yesterday left off with not getting good results when I tried to jog the steppers. So earlier today I slowed down the homing sequence, kind of messed around with the steppers a little bit. Something's still not right. So next thing I want to do is just turn off the electronics here and unplug a stepper, and I'm going to go with unplugging the right stepper. Now, I have a feeling I may have made a bit of a mistake here. And that mistake would be somewhere along the lines, I may have crossed the right and left stepper. A bit disappointed in myself if that's what happened. I did label the wires as I was doing the build, but maybe I didn't label them right. So I've just unplugged the right stepper. That means the stepper in this corner should turn while the stepper in this corner should not. And just for the viewing pleasure of those at home, why don't I stick a little flag on these steppers for you. Yeah, so earlier today we tried all 4 sequences where we turned on one motor, or inverted one motor, then inverted another motor, and so on and so forth till all 4 scenarios were tried. And it didn't really yield us any good result. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get these to stick. Maybe I do this, and then do this. Should have made a nice long one. That's what I should have done. Yeah, that's much better. Get rid of this chunky one. There we go. One moment. Come on, doggo. All right. Let's see what happens here. Alright, that is the left stepper. So looking from the front of the machine, left stepper, and I've unplugged the left stepper. So, I've unplugged the right stepper. So that seems to be good, but maybe something is wrong in the system config. So let's see what we see here. Oops. Wish Duet would have left a little white space over on the side there. Maybe at some point I'll go through and add a couple spaces to everything. Do I have Notepad++? I do not. Relatively new computer, so I don't have all the widgets and gizmos. Oops. So one neat thing about Notepad++ is that you can tab over the entire thing at once. So I don't know if somehow adding a tab might break everything. But let's see. There we go. I like the looks of that better. So let's just save this and see what happens. Sometimes it seems like you gotta send the command a couple times. Okay. So, alright, things moved. That's all I wanted to see there. Alright, so what I was going to look for is to see if maybe the stepper assignments were not what I thought they were. turn this to 0. Well, x is 0, y is 1, u is 2. And I know my z's are working. What I don't know, if someone told me that x was left and y was right, and if that is not true, it could be a problem. Driver 0 is on left stepper, and driver 1 is on right stepper. Maybe we can look and see if there's some duet information in duet. So we need to know core XY. Okay, so let's save that one change. Yes, reset the board. Alright, so from what Josh tells me, if I move Alright, Steppers travel in opposite directions on a Y movement and the same direction for an X movement. Counterclockwise for X was going left. Counterclockwise for X positive. Counterclockwise for positive Y. Steppers travel in opposite directions for Y motion, in the same direction for X motion. Both counterclockwise for X positive. Alright, so let's go X positive. That's traveling clockwise. Oh, wait a minute. Counterclockwise for X left. So it definitely seems like it's traveling in the wrong direction on the X stepper. Alright, I think I need a diagram in here. Q1 x plus manually pushing the stepper to X plus. The left stepper motor is going counterclockwise and the right stepper motor is going counterclockwise. Two Y minus. Y minus is towards us. Counterclockwise again for the X stepper. Or left stepper. Clockwise for the right stepper. Alright, push forward. We are going clockwise on the left stepper. Oops. Alright, so we want to minus X. And we are going clockwise on both. And then Y positive. We are going clockwise. On the left. Counterclockwise on the right. Alright, so if I bump X positive, the left stepper should go counterclockwise. Oop, we need to issue our command. Okay, so in reality, what do we have? So x positive, we are going clockwise. X negative, counterclockwise. Minus y, counterclockwise. And x positive, clockwise. X positive. All right.
Good evening.
Hello.
How's it going?
I am making a truth table.
Oh, no. You are making a table in which you are trying to find the truth?
Right, so I took and physically moved by hand the stepper motor in each direction, or I mean the tooling in each direction, and logged which direction the motor spins each time.
Okay.
And now I'm doing the same thing, except I'm telling it to go places.
Got it.
So
You have flags on the motors too.
yeah, I did that mostly for the camera to be able to pick it up.
Okay.
For me, I could see it, but all right. So
Did you figure out why the second it keeps looking for the second board?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you figure out why it keeps looking for the second board?
Oh, no, I'm trying to figure out the core XY thing right now.
Okay.
So X positive, we are going clockwise.
Now, are you giving it a positive movement?
Yeah, I'm doing, that was X positive, this is X negative, and it's going counterclockwise.
But that's going X positive.
I don't care what the end is doing. I'm looking at the rotation of the steppers right now.
Oh, okay.
I gotta look at what the stepper motors are doing to try to figure out what's wrong. And I think I have a fair idea, I think. Maybe. Alright, Y positive, counterclockwise. Oh, shoot.
Wait, is it moving at a 45?
Yeah, I have one motor unplugged.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let me do this again. X positive was clockwise. X negative is counterclockwise. There we go. Y positive is counterclockwise. Y negative clockwise. Let's do a reality check one more time. So, this is what I have.
Okay.
I don't remember where I got the information from, but someone at one point told me that on a core XY, the X is on the left and the Y is on the right. And I had messaged Josh earlier and asked him what he had. And I don't think he's at his machine right now, so he said he thinks that the X is most likely on port 0 on the right. So that's actually completely backwards. So my channels are swapped, but not because I wired them wrong by accident. I wired them wrong on purpose.
Okay.
Basically, I was misinformed one way or the other about which was which.
Well, you can fix it in the configuration file.
Right. then here's the next thing. My truth table says that everything is exactly backwards. Like, the left and right are swapped, and the motors are going exactly the wrong directions. So I got it as wrong as you can possibly get it.
Alrighty then. And this is because there is no wiring diagram.
Right. So I think H2B was partially correct. Like, I did a bunch more research and looking around. I think he is right. So whatever forum post that I'd found on the Duet page, which I thought it was responded to by one of the Duet team. I haven't tried looking for it again, but I wrote all this stuff down that I had researched, and but what doesn't make sense to me though is the Z's are going in the right direction. So I'm still a little puzzled at why the X and Y are doing what they are doing.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why they're going backwards. But
so
I'm going to swap them in the firmware right now.
Okay.
And to do that, I think I just need to make X1 and Y0.
I can't actually see what you got up there because it's.
There you go.
Hey, look at that. Sorry. Okay, so. X.
What do you think? So I just changed this here.
Oh, you changed X and Y to that was 0 and 1?
Yeah, or do I do it here?
Well, it's okay. So it's port 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what you're referring to up there is X is port. So the M584 is assigning a port to axis. So try this. So we'll go up to in the M584 line, right?
Yeah.
Make that a 1. Make that a 1, and then make Y0.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to figure out what is this actually doing. Oh, drive direction. Okay.
And that's the direction. Yeah. So
right. I'm not going to change it yet. I want to see what happens when I switch.
Do one thing at a time, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, I got both steppers plugged in now. So in theory, everything should go exactly backwards. So that's jogging X positive, which is going negative because
I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, sorry.
I can't see what it's actually doing. So
yeah.
All right, so both are plugged in.
Yeah, so that should be X positive, but that's X negative.
Okay.
X negative is going positive. Y is positive is going Y negative. Okay, this is exactly what I was expecting to see.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
All right, so what we can do now is go back into the configuration.
Yeah, make these all ones.
And you just change those to ones. Those two, just those two.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yes. What an adventure I'm having.
But you're learning a lot about how the machine is put together.
Yeah, I just wish my wiring was correct and I wasn't fiddling with the firmware to make it work. But it is what it is, I guess. That bumped me out a little bit, but whatever. Alright, X positive is now going positive. Look at that. Negative goes negative. Y positive goes positive. Y negative goes negative. Alright, let's try homing.
Okay.
Now, I cut the homing speed to 10% of what it used to be, so I have time to react.
Okay, so you got
home X. I don't know. Here, I'm just going to reset everything. I don't know if that. What?
Okay, are your homing switches able to be triggered by the carriage? Have you tried that?
I did home X once.
Okay.
And when I was setting it all up, I made sure that I got clicky noises once upon a time.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah. Me neither.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know what's happening at the moment.
Yeah, nothing's happening at the moment.
I wonder if I changed something bad. When I changed
No.
the homing code.
Oh, you changed the homing code?
Just to change the speed of how fast it homed, I thought.
Well, let's see what you did.
System config. Oops, not config. Go away. System home X. What the heck?
Like, it should be like what is it? G28X.
There we go. For some reason, it didn't want to open for me.
Is it what G28X something X0? Yeah, I can't see it.
Hold on. I'll fix it. One second.
Sorry.
So, isn't the F the how fast it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, set relative node, move in a big negative number to search for the end stop.
yeah. So all I did is I commented out the one line, duplicated it, and made it F600 instead of 6000.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've changed here.
G1 X minus 999. Unless you've got some limits. No. And that's an H1.
What's
And then,
funny, sorry. What's funny though is if you look, oops. I'm adding tabs to everything because I don't like how it's crammed up against the left side of the screen.
okay. I don't
And
know if tabs are causing any problem.
Oh, they don't seem to in the configuration file. I've already done it there. That's why you can see it like this now.
All right.
Yeah, wasn't sure either. So, but what's funny though, when I hit home X, it said 999.
Yeah, let's check your config file real quick.
What are we looking for?
Scroll down towards the homing information. It's below your drive mapping. So there's your okay. So there's your motor configuration. Stop. It's up a little bit more. Okay, there's your end stops and probes. And you didn't touch those, right?
No.
Okay. So your steps per millimeter are okay. The maximum speeds, they're okay, that's fine. Motor current should be fine. Okay. Well, let's try this, right? So go ahead and reset the machine. And once it comes back up and it's online. Okay, you didn't e-stop.
That essentially does a reset, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, you may. I don't know if you have to reset. All right, and let's go ahead and go back up to your dashboard. Or let's go to the console, because the console will tell us what we need. Okay. You see let's do the console. There we go. Okay, there's your connected to, there's your statuses. Tool position is still effectively unknown at this point. Drive 0, drive 1. Plus speed, top speed. All right, so let's do this. Let's send this G-code. Go up there where it says send code.
Yeah.
Let's do a G1X -5 F600. So it's top line there where it says send code.
Yeah, I'm typing it in right now. You said G1 X -5 and then F600. Is that what it was?
Yep. Okay. Did it move -5?
Nothing is happening actually. Hold on. It's like it's not wanting to respond anymore. Oops. Doesn't like something. I'm gonna cycle power to the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, your Pi is rebooting.
Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can Alright, what did you want me to put again? G1 x minus 5, is that what it was?
Yeah, essentially, G1 is a move instruction. X minus 1 is you're going to be, or X minus 5 says move it 5 millimeters, and
And F is a speed.
yeah, and then F is speed, and that should move your carriage in the X direction minus 5.
Yeah, I didn't want to go anywhere, apparently. I
Okay,
think I
what is
need
that?
to do the command to let me move. 1 second.
Oh, the initialization move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the M564, I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, did we get a response?
Yep.
Okay,
It moved.
move minus 5.
I think so. For some reason it won't let me send it again, though.
It only did it once.
Yeah.
Operation canceled. Oh, it's because it thinks you're 000. Your tool position is set at 00. Now try homing it.
Huh.
Did it move?
So, yeah, it moved.
Did it go all the way to the home, the stop?
Where was the thing where you could see the status again of your switches?
M119. Yeah, M119.
Huh. I wonder if my X switch got broke.
Did you say the switches? Well, one of the things you can do is
I
if
think
you
the
go
switch.
back
I think the switches broke.
over to the console.
Huh?
If you go to the console, we can
Well, it
see
doesn't
what
click anymore when I push on it.
it doesn't,
No, it's broken.
and it says min stop.
Yeah, it said it was at its min stop.
So your X stop is showing. That's why it's not moving. Okay.
Wow, these switches really are fragile. Remember yesterday it moved so fast on homing that it actually managed to slam before I was able to stop it.
Really?
Yeah. And it kind of pushed the switch off of the
Oh, that's not good. Do you have an extra switch?
yeah. Um,
I forget where the X is. It's on the carriage, isn't it?
yeah. I just gotta find my Allen wrench real quick.
I am at this point. I'm sorely tempted to create a socket for the switches that the switch just plugs into.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I didn't really leave a lot of extra cable out here. I've never broken a switch on my other machine, no matter how many times it's plowed into the side. And it's happened a couple times.
Yeah.
So I didn't really even consider that I could break the switch on the Jubilee here. Where the heck did my Allen wrench go? Oh, right. I cleared it away somewhere.
Well, but I mean, and you said you turned the speed way down, right?
Well, now I did.
Yeah, I mean, I home at I tend to home at pretty slow speeds. Because I think your homing is 600 millimeters a minute is still. I will be right back.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I am having to take the SSR off of the big printer because for whatever reason, I can't.
For whatever reason, what?
When I went to do my first live test on it, I was getting 120 volts on the output when the bed was not supposed to be heating up.
That's comforting.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've got the bed on a separate fused switch. The AC side circuits are on their own power cord and power switch. And they are being run on a smart outlet that will be tied to a fire extinguisher, to a fire sensor. So I'm not quite to the point of going of having it trigger an emergency shutdown and literally kill the power at the source. But yeah. My AC power is off. So I'm not going to be, my AC mains is not connected, but I am a little concerned about having, the SSR triggering properly. Okay. Nothing there. What's that?
It came. The wires came off really easy.
Okay, is that a good thing?
Oh, just like I'm surprised at how well my desoldering worked. Like, first try, got both wires desoldered perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the huh. I wasn't expecting success of that nature. I wish I would have used a thicker gauge wire just because it'd be...
Did you use 22 gauge?
Not on these switches.
Oh, okay.
I use the wire in the bomb for this, which is a gauge I
Okay.
can't remember off the top of my head. I don't
Yeah, I
think
thought
it.
it was like.
No, this stuff is different. It's 26.
Ah,
In retrospect, I think I would have liked to have used 22 though. Guess if I ever have to replace the cable, I can always up the gauge. And I'll probably only have to replace the cable because the gauge is so low.
okay. All right. Well, the board is trying to put power to the bed. Let's see what's up with the SSR. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Plus minus plus minus. Plus minus plus minus.
How many switches did you order?
I've got 3 extras of each.
Yeah, I wish I only have apparently one extra after this one for this style switch.
Okay. Yes, you're a beautiful boy. You are. There you go. I know. I could go to bed.
You ever think you're being clever and then later on wonder, why did I do that?
Yeah, no kidding. I'm right there with you. Well, that's weird. Why am I getting minus 24 volts on that?
You think Loctite would work on a hole in the plastic that the threads are kind of worn out in?
Maybe.
In plastic? Yeah, this is why I'm not a fan of screwing directly into plastic sometimes. My hole is definitely worn, I don't know, I think in that collision with the switch on the gantry, it kind of,
knocked it free.
yeah, busted the threads in the plastic.
I mean, Loctite could work. All right, trying to wrap my head around what have I done, what is going on here. Okay, so silkscreen drawing. One little bit. So there's a 20 amp fuse on the board, removable fuse, blade type. on this control board.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's supposed to be, I mean, there's a MOSFET that for the bed heater, right?
Okay.
There's something wrong with the labeling. Anyway, I mean, worst part of it, I don't know that it's just the values are wrong. They really shouldn't make a difference. But I'm gonna swap the two leads and see if that gives me what I expect to see. Because when I do it, I'm seeing a minus 24 volts. And from what I can tell on the drawing, that the schematic, I mean, shows me that the schematic doesn't match the terminals that's on the silk screen. And the fact that I get, I'm getting a negative voltage when I expect a positive voltage. So I'm just going to reverse the leads and see if that helps.
There we go. I don't know how well this will work long term, but what I did is I took a little piece of scrap brim, cut it, and laid it down inside there, and then screwed it through to kind of narrow the hole, and it seems to have grabbed, so.
Okay, good.
Really don't want to replace that part right now. Be a pain in the rear end. It's in a very time-consuming place to replace.
Oh yeah, having to rebuild the carriage?
Yeah. Maybe I'll consider it when I go to do the aluminum upgrade. Because I'll already be halfway there at that point.
Okay. Hey, that did it.
Yep.
The SSR is coming on and off.
And that did it for me too. I replaced the switch and now it's moving. Woohoo.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it needs to move that fast.
No.
Like, 600 looked reasonable to me. Doubling it maybe, but 10 times that speed?
Well, 6,000 millimeters a minute is divided by 60 is 100 millimeters a second.
That's really fast.
Yeah, you should be doing like 10. Because you're homing, right?
Yeah, I think I might make it a bit faster than this, but for now this is fine. It'll probably annoy me in the long run.
Yeah.
But 100 millimeters is way too fast. Oh, I forgot to put zip ties back on this.
Yeah, I'm not going to plug in the bed until after I'm confident that the SSR is going to switch power.
Yeah, that's going to be part of my next journey, is figuring out why my bed temperature probe is so wackadoodle.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's after I finish with the motion. I'm really trepidatious about homing Z. Especially because Daniel was converting it over to BL Touch, and I don't know that I got everything out of there. I gotta re-examine that, I think, before I try to do anything.
Okay.
But X and Y are homed, so yay.
Oh, they just home properly?
Yep.
Did I blink?
I can do it again for you.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're looking.
I'm looking.
All right.
I mean, you got to move them away from the homing.
Yeah, 1 second. There we go.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice and slow. It's going to come up at it nice and easy.
There we go. Home.
Nice.
Now I gotta look at some stuff before I try to home Z.
Okay.
I don't know that the macro for Z is going to work. Where's the default programs, do you know? Or are there default programs for this?
I don't know. Okay, so homing the Z. Take a look at the Z home macro. I don't know if you've got safe homing on or something like that.
1 second.
Okay, so what does it do?
I mean, it looks...
So you got the M64H0 just in case they're on the phone. So one of the things,
I guess I can put my finger under the Z probe and then well before it gets to the bed, and if it doesn't stop, then I know it's not working.
Okay, so one of the first things to do so safe homing, what you might do before you move to the center of the bed, add a G90, G1, Z10.
What's that do?
What that's gonna, well, no, not Z, add a G91, G1, Z10. What that's gonna do is that's gonna lower the bed before it moves to.
Oh yeah, that's something I usually do on my big box. Have it drop before it actually tries to go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't have that in there. Because right now you're just trying to move to the middle of the bed, and it's moving really fucking fast. Sorry, really fast. 10,000.
Yeah, this is all Daniel's code, so.
I mean, if you did 6,000, that's probably fine, because that's 100 millimeters a second for a travel move, right?
Yeah.
But you're even if you wanted to make it 600, because this is your initial testing, your initial movement. But before that, I would definitely drop the bed and you can do a G91 because it's relative. But you need to copy that ahead of that move to the center. So add a line. Well, you may have already done it. I can't. So make it Z10 instead of Z1.
Yeah, I was just doing that.
Well, all right. Lag.
It's all good.
Lag.
All right.
Now, one of the things you can do is after it moves and while the bed is starting to rise, because you've already got the bed, the bed moves in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
You can reach under and tap the probe.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with my finger.
Insufficient axes homed. Yeah, whatever. If you hadn't homed your XY first.
I did. They're both home.
So you just reset it.
I did.
Remember, you just changed the code before you homed the XY?
Changed the code for the Z.
Yeah, but it resets the machine.
Is there a button on the Duet to reset it, or do I have to pull power and plug it back in?
No, you just I mean, there's a button on the top of the Duet, but
I do see a reset button. Does that just reset power, or does that like reset something crazy like back to default or something?
yeah, I don't know.
suppose I should try to figure out what the U is doing, yeah?
That's your tool changer?
Yeah. Let's see. That's not what I want. You know what? I just need to make this a macro, I think.
Oh, the
Unlocking.
oh, the unlocking? Yeah.
I honestly have no idea which way is supposed to be negative and which way is supposed to be positive.
I don't know. Yeah, it canceled that. Can you home your XY?
It didn't cancel it, it completed it, but I'm confused because I thought I just switched the direction of the stepper and it still went the same way. Oh, wait a minute. Horizontal is unlocked. Vertical it's locked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this would be home, I think.
Well, which is it horizontal? Is it horizontal or vertical?
It's horizontal right now.
Okay, that's unlocked.
And I would think unlocked would be home, wouldn't it? Or would it be locked?
I'm thinking, I don't remember.
I'll have to ask Josh because in some ways I almost think locked might be.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Alright, it does not want a home Z for some reason.
Insufficient axes homed. That's kind of weird.
Everything.
Or it says your G28X operation was canceled.
I don't know why it says that's been canceled because over on the like all of them say they're blue.
Well, try your M119 again.
Well, it homed. I watched it.
Oh, okay.
Like yeah. But for some reason, when it gets stuck in this state where I clicked on Z homing and it doesn't do anything,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's expecting to run the. How do you get it to tram?
You mean just move it?
No, to make sure all the Z's are flat.
Oh, your Z leveling, your bed mesh?
Yeah.
Probably
What'd you say?
up in bed. Bed.g.
Yeah. Why won't you open?
So yeah, I would slow those down.
I am. Oops. Daniel really likes to push everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. 6,000 or 600?
600 would be really slow.
Okay.
I mean, these are just the XY moves, right? So.
Yeah. No, those are the XY moves. Yeah, that's fine because you're not slamming them into a bed. You're just going to a position.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to try to put some AC power on this thing. I haven't hooked up the bed yet. I just want to connect to the
Transport endpoint is not connected.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. That's the G28Z. Operation failed. Oh, maybe it didn't hit the stops.
Well, it never tried to go anywhere.
Ah. Okay, there's AC power on it. What the fuck have I done wrong? Why is there 120 volts across that? Maybe there's voltage but no current. Do solid-state relays have leaking voltage across them?
I don't really know the answer to that question, to be honest. What's G0 do?
G0?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right. Rapid move.
G0?
Apparently. I'm looking at Daniel's old code.
Got it.
Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Z wasn't backwards.
Huh?
I think the Z is backwards now that I think about it. Because when I was moving it around, I was thinking about the bed moving up and down, not the print space getting bigger and smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me test that really quick. That makes more sense now. Because every single stepper motor is backwards, which makes a lot more sense than only some of them.
Apparently the SSR squeals when it's cycling.
Odd.
Maybe. Well, it's PID, so it's cycling really fast. And the whole bed is warming up.
Here's, I think I figured out why it keeps complaining at me about
Oh, you got all those tools? Yeah, didn't I show you what I had? So take the make another line.
Yeah, I'm working on it now. Yeah, I remember you pointing it out to me, but I forgot.
Okay. So, all right.
Heck.
That is the bed heating up. So the bottom of the bed plate is ice cold still, room temperature. Top of the bed, I just turned it on, crossing 45 degrees. $60 degrees. How's that person's bed warming?
Nice.
I need to run a PID tune on it, but yeah. I also need to dress all my wires, but at this point I haven't gotten that far. A little bit of an overshoot. It's at 60.8. And the bed is warm on all the entire thing.
Nice.
Nice. Turn it off. Now I got to let it cool down. And underneath the bed, at the bottom, is still cold. So the cork seems to be doing a pretty good job of thermal insulation.
Very nice.
So I gotta fix the jerk settings. Woo! Yeah, because the whole table shakes when the bed moves. All right. Next, I gotta start tuning the Z-stop, the ABL. What are you working on now? I looked away from what you were working on.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get Z to home.
Can you override it and make the Z go up and down? At least get it to move.
I've moved the Z. That's not a problem when I do the bypass thing. Daniel has this thing in here. It says M558K0, but I don't see anything about K's in the M558 command. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. So, like, this is the...
Can you go, instead of Daniel's, go look at, can you pull up Josh's?
I don't know where Josh's is.
It's in the repository.
One minute. Here we go.
Josh's grading papers, he can't break free.
Yeah, he doesn't have this K command in here.
So why don't you just take Josh's to start with and just replace it?
Oh geez, it's already almost 12:30.
Yeah.
Where the heck did that just go? Okay.
Oh, I see why he did it. He has the dive height in there.
The what?
Because you're using a 3-point. There's some stuff in there with the way the switches are. MN is your dive height.
What is the dive height? I don't know what you...
Sorry, we're looking at for the Z probing. Okay, hold on then.
He has a completely different switch type.
Yeah.
Like the commands, but like also there's a difference between, I don't know what the difference is between Duet 2 and Duet 3 are necessarily.
Right.
I don't even know where you find that information. If there's anything that's special about...
No, at this point we're outside of the hardware. We're into.
Well,
No, at this point we're into the firmware stuff.
right, I understand that.
Oh, macros? The macro section?
Macro section.
Yeah, on the Duet page. You were just there.
Oh.
Remember, I'm whatever I see is at a time. There we go. I don't know if there's anything there about macros that adjust like calibration and tuning, bed probing. Is there one a little bit higher up? Oh, there it is.
What?
No, there was that example. I don't know if the example is useful or not.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at that. I mean, I don't know.
And that's going for a max and max Z. So we're just trying to get the bed to raise, right?
No, trying to get the bed to home.
Right, I know.
I can make it raise.
Right. I mean, you do a Z minus, right?
Says P parameter is probe type, but how do you know? Oh, here we go. Something just clicked. Oh. Operation failed. Endpoint is not connected.
Your Z probe shows NA.
Oh, what was that one code? M1
M119.
119. I thought I tested all of these earlier. See,
Weird.
this is very frustrating. Whenever you probe and it fails, then you get locked in this scenario, and the only way to get out of it that I've found is to cycle power on the whole darn thing. E-stop.
Really?
Yeah, nothing else seems to work. I've e-stopped it. I've tried saving the configuration to reset. I think it's not in the I don't think it's the duet. I think it's the web interface. Something in the web interface is broken.
Huh. So you want to try your M119 now? I would love it if you could have like your status on your can you add things to your dashboard?
I think there might be Z probe not stop. What the heck does that mean?
Okay, so this has got your configuration has a Z probe, not a Z end stop. And now remember Daniel had a BL touch.
Yeah, but I grabbed the code from his old stuff before he added the BL touch. But that's why I was trying to.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah. But that's kind of part of what I'm trying to understand with the macro. But I don't know what the heck the K0 means is one of the things that's baffling me because it's not in the rep stuff. The information on the rep page.
Yeah. Configs and firmware. I'm searching the
I think I might understand why Daniel had left the probe. So he had left input 0 alone, like he didn't use it, and I didn't know why. And I think if you look at the reprap stuff, where did that go? So if you look at probe types, probe type 4, which is what is in Josh's configuration, says selects a switch for bed probing on the duet. This must be connected to the E0 end stop pins. I don't know. So I'm wondering if that means it has to be an input 0, or if there's some other set of pins on here or something like that.
On the duet 3?
I don't know that there's specific pins set up for end stops on the duet 3.
Checking.
It's just kind of I/O, and you assign them. And Daniel's using is P5. P5 says selects a switch or digital output device to the in pin of the Z probe connector.
Yeah, that's a BL touch.
Then why does his old firmware, like back in January firmware, still have it as a
Okay, micro switch connected to between the STP and ground pins of the E0 connector and select mode 4. How do you select mode? It talks about it. All right, hold on. You got to jump over to the duet 3. So the duet 3 doesn't have end stop switches. It just has I/O ports.
right. That's kind of what I was getting at. I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the duet 3 expansion. Sorry. There we go. Yeah.
I'm just going to set it to somewhat of a hybrid between the two and see what happens here.
Oh, okay.
Invalid probe type 4. So I think that's why Daniel had it set as 5. Because in the Duet 3, I don't even think you can use a probe for.
Yeah. I
Wait.
mean, what I/O are you plugged into? I/O4?
Yeah, I'm plugged into IO4. That part I think is okay.
Okay.
Got rid of the K0. I don't know what it was.
It says no end stop for the Z.
What says no end stop? It says not stopped, which is what
Oh,
it
and it
says.
says no stopped?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Z probe is not stopped. If you
None of
are
them
touching,
are. If I touch it and then hit it again, it'll say at min stop.
okay. Hey, the Z probe is listed as 1,000 right now. Okay.
Hmm. I don't know if that means any or fixes anything, but let's try it, I guess.
Hey, it looks like X and Y are working.
Yeah, they have been. Alright, here we go. Let's try Z. Nope. Still insufficient axes homed.
You have to home the U first?
I've tried that.
Insufficient access homed.
The only movements. Oh, only movements allows. Oh, any Z movements that your homing files make before Z is homed should use the S2 parameter. I don't know what S2 parameter is, but... So remember when we edited the code to try to drop the bed a little bit?
Yeah.
We need to add something to that.
Oh. Says you can add an M564H0 to the config G to allow axis movement before homing.
Well, right, but there's a different way to do it.
Yeah, using the S2 parameter.
Right. Where does it go? Do you know? Just at the end?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'll just throw it there. Yeah.
Oh, you put S2 at the end of the
At the end of the motion move? Or
yeah,
motion command?
G1, G5. Here's a
Yeah. I don't really understand the whole not allowing you to move. I mean, I guess you're trying to protect the machine, but
Yeah.
it's kind of an irritating. The hell?
Do you have deploy probe and retract probe in your?
There's
Do you have?
a file for it, but nothing's calling it.
It says delete it.
Really?
Well, this is from 2018, but do you have a deploy probe G and a retract probe G file on the SD card you did not create yourself?
Hold on, I'm restarting the duet. If this doesn't, regardless of if this works or doesn't work, I'm going to bed.
You are wise.
Hey, the bed's moving.
You still moving?
Yeah.
Did it just move to the center of the bed?
Well, it definitely moved in that direction. I'm not confident that it's the center. Boy, I gotta put some sort of lubrication on these V-screws.
Okay, so the stop works.
Yep.
So now you can run it all the way up.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Sorry, now I get to watch.
Are you seeing it right now?
Um,
Okay, yeah. You can see it. It's slow.
Now it looks like it's raising. It's coming up nice and slow.
Yep. I think I'm gonna change how. What should I put on these to lubricate them? Just lithium grease or is there something
Yeah,
else?
I'd use just a little bit of lithium grease.
Yeah, because I remember I have the brass inserts, so they're noisy.
Yeah, I just added a dab of lithium grease on that.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.
It is move. I know we're moving very.
What's that?
But I know it's moving very slowly.
Yep. You can see it better on the left screen.
Oh, yeah. I was watching the right one. It's so shiny.
Huh.
Levi, you're right. Oh, you're snoring. Never mind.
Boy, the acceleration seems to be really slow on
Yeah.
the Z.
And then it should, is it going to move the head to corner, the four corners? Or the three corners?
I did not run a tramming. I just homed the Z.
If you go to your height map,
I'm gonna call it right here. I feel like we made some pretty good
yeah, you made
progress.
some good.
It might be slow, but it's forward progress. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I closed the window for controlling my stream. But you're still seeing the stream, so I guess it's still working.
I am still seeing blinking lights.